welcome to episode 9 of KittyCatGO Live, where we discuss various topics related to traveling and adventuring with your cat. I'm your host, Emily Hall, and tonight we'll be chatting about urban adventures. If you're watching with us tonight or on the replay, be sure to say hello in the comments and where you're watching from. Questions are encouraged as well. Anyway, let's go ahead and dive in. Our special guests for the evening are Janet and Suzanne. They, along with their cat Mochi, are big city adventurers. They live outside of New York City, so they frequent places like Central Park and other spots around the Big Apple. They're going to share with us tonight their tips and advice for acclimating your cat to the hustle and bustle of the city. So let's go ahead and bring them on. Hey, guys.
Hi. Good evening.
Yeah, great to have you here. Thanks so much for joining.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
This is fun.
Yeah. So, tell me a little about yourself and Mochi. How's life in the big city or outside the big city?
Well, we spend plenty of time in the big city, but we live out in the suburbs north of the city. And so Mochi gets exposed both to urban adventures and adventures in, quieter places in the woods.
Yeah.
And so
I think he actually liked the city better. He's
yes,
more comfortable.
He does. He was born in the Bronx, in New York City, and was rescued there. And so I think he kind of is attuned to that rhythm, and he really likes the hustle and bustle of the city. He's not afraid of the sounds there. Sometimes I think he gets caught more by surprise by the sounds out here in the suburbs. So, yeah.
That's so interesting because I know so many cats struggle with all the sounds of the city. And I know for me personally, Sophie doesn't mind it at all. I can take her anywhere. I call her bomb proof, I guess. It's nothing phases her. But Kylo, the urban adventures, he gets a little wiggy and nervous about it. So it's so awesome that Mochi is so well acclimated to that. Can you kind of walk us through how you acclimated to that, how you got him comfortable with all the crowds and traffic noise?
Since he was young, we just decided, you know what? We should just take him everywhere with us, everywhere that he's allowed, no museum, obviously. We don't go to movie theaters and restaurants. Actually, he sits quietly in his backpack in a restaurant.
That's so cool.
Yes. And I always say, just act confident. If you're nervous, they get nervous. They can sense that you're nervous. So you just have to kind of take charge and just take them places, and you can see how they react. If they're scared, we step back. And first time we took him to Central Park, he was so comfortable. He just sat right on that bow bridge and just loafed there. We were like, amazing. And he just people walking by, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing. It sounded too simple, but
I have to say, Janet brings that aspect to it. I'm more of the nervous mom when we're out. So she kind of has the responsibility of holding him and keeping him calm. And
he hangs on to me tight.
Yeah, he feels very secure with her, where I'm kind of nervous. And but it was a lot of just trying things out, see what his reaction is. And we didn't know, is he going to like it? Is he not going to like it? I mean, he did come from that environment. And he was a rescue, and the person that rescued him said that he had been in a car before going to the vet, and he did okay. And actually, that was the one thing he wasn't thrilled with, was being loose in the car. So we just tried out putting him in a carrier and holding him on our lap. And now he's graduated to sitting with Janet in the back seat.
Sitting in the back seat like a big boy.
Not inside. He'll hesitate a little, but again, she reassures him. And he just went to sleep the other day on the way back.
Always bring treats.
Yes,
that too.
Treat.
Yes.
They're a magical tool.
Yes,
exactly. That calms them down. Bring a toy. I always say bring a toy. He doesn't have anything, favorite blanket or anything, but bring some toys and treats. That always distract them. So that's a big help.
Yeah. Yeah, I love how you talked about if you're calm, that helps keep your cats calm, because that's so true. They feed off of our energy and our
absolutely
feelings. And if
you talk calmly, they're calm.
Yeah, it can make such a big difference, but it's easier said than done, right?
Very
I can relate to you, Suzanne. I get pretty nervous. If I see that Kylo is getting freaked out, I get kind of oh, Kylo's scared, and my husband has to be the one to be It's okay.
Right. Right.
Oh, so when living, so close to the big city, when you guys got Mochi, were you ever afraid that because most of your adventures would be more urban, were you nervous like about him not being comfortable with it or not taking to it, or you just,
Nope.
just like,
Never doubted it.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
If he had hated it,
If he hated it, we'll just leave him at home. But he seemed to be really good with it.
Yeah.
He's sitting in his stroller. He climbed trees. He actually climbed a big tree over the weekend. We had a meetup with 2 other cats. We met in the city near Chinatown, actually near the old World Trade Center.
Mm-hmm.
So we had dim sum, and then we hung out at the park. We did some walking. The cat did some tree climbing.
Yeah, there's a lot of things for them to explore. There's a area that has sculptures that are at ground level, and then even the table is part of a sculpture. So it's a safe area for them if they, to have them climb on things.
Yeah.
And look at things.
So fun.
And of course, good for great photos.
Yeah. A lot of distraction. Lots of ducks, birds, squirrels.
And in fact, it started to rain. No thunder or anything, but he doesn't seem to mind the water where one of the other cats was trying to get under a tree.
Thunder, lightning, storm. He's not afraid. He'll stand right at the terrace door.
Oh, that's so funny.
He is so brave.
So much like Sophie. That's how Sophie is. Like she's just down for anything. It's like, okay, whatever.
It's very cool that they're like that, because you always hear the stories that they need the thunder shirt or they hide under a bed, and he's not like that.
Say, Ma, can you bring some treat over? I want to hang out here.
It's like, eating popcorn at a scary movie or something.
Yeah. That's awesome. He's just so chill.
Yeah, totally.
Not
what I expected. Not what I expected at all from him. I thought it would take a long time, and
shockingly not.
No. I mean, it's sometimes when he has a stroller. So when he's in the stroller, he hears a big noise, he'll back up. But other than that, at the beginning, remember, he would hide under the covers inside the stroller, but that didn't last very long.
No.
Yeah.
Totally fine.
So I think it's good to continually expose them, but with reassurance. And if they hate it, then it's not for them.
Right. And we don't really go to places that's a lot of cars. Well, actually the city is, but somehow he's not afraid of the car noises.
Yeah, that's really neat. I wish that some of his chillness would rub off on Kylo.
Well, he's still young, right? He's what, 2?
He's 5. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm
second guessing that 5. I think 5.
Oh wow. It seems like so recent you got him. I remember.
Yeah,
that.
I know.
Yeah. They all get along.
Yeah, they all do. I mean, occasionally we'll have a little spat, but nothing serious. And,
sure.
Just takes a little, hey, cut it out, and then
that happens. That happens.
Yep. So you've mentioned Central Park. What are some of the other places around New York City that you guys have frequented and that Mochi likes?
Chinatown. There's a soccer field right by Chinatown. We let him walk on a fake grass there when nobody's playing soccer.
And like we mentioned, the area.
We went to Highline too. We went up to Highline.
I forgot about that.
Once or twice, right?
Yeah, that's kind of not really where pets are allowed, but early enough we could sneak them in the stroller. I think they actually made us leave the last time, but
a lot of times, when they're crowded, they can't even see you. I've seen people with dogs up there. That's a little crazy.
But the area Battery Park down by where the old Trade Center used to be is a big waterfront area, and it's very, very quiet. There's not a lot of, actually a big foghorn or something, a boat horn sounded when we were down there, and he was totally fine. But generally, it's extremely quiet, peaceful.
And he likes to shop too.
Out, so
he loves shopping. We went in J. Crew immediately. He got up. He wanted to look around.
Yeah,
that's so funny.
Anything
he's
here
just
for
a sponge,
me?
He takes everything in. But those are the areas we've been to mostly, partly because of the pandemic.
Yes.
We've slowed down things that we do because we don't want to be in areas where there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
So between picking areas that's probably good for him, just also where people are spaced out. So, in New York for a long time, we didn't even spend much time in New York. We didn't
That's so
bring him.
true,
We would
right?
just
Oh no, yeah.
rush in and get back out, get
Yeah.
what we needed and leave. So it's been nice as things have calmed down to do more with him there.
Yeah. Yeah. So for those of you that are watching, we'd love to hear from you. Is your cat a city adventurer, or are they more of a quiet woodsy adventurer? So let us know in the comments.
We know a lot of both,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and we've got some city people here. People are saying hello from Charlotte, hello from Boston, hello from Atlanta. So those are some big cities.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, we've got some interest in dim sum. Someone.
Let us know. We'll meet you anytime for dim sum.
That's true. You guys have meetups like all the time. So I know I'm throwing this question at you. It wasn't on our pre-prepared questions, but can you tell us about those meetups? You guys seem to meet up with other cats and other people and stuff in the city a lot.
Well, we have a few friends nearby in the tri-state area, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. So every time we think we're going to go somewhere, we can always, give them a shout out. Hey, we're going to be in Chinatown. Anybody want to meet up? Or we're going to be at the beach. Anybody want to come meet up? We're going to go kayaking. Anybody want to come meet up? So, and a lot of time, 1 or 2 cats will come join us, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm sorry. I was just going to say, and then we also get visitors sometimes from other places that don't have their cat with them, but they're traveling to New York and, want to meet Mochi and hang out. So we've had a couple of those visits from California and other places, which is really nice.
Where's Sax from?
Oh, yeah. And from Ohio.
From Ohio.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's another way that this wonderful community of cats and, we get together. So it's been great.
Yeah. So the cats that have joined you on these meetups, are they other cats who are experienced adventurers like Mochi, or are they maybe like, this is their first big outing or something?
More experience.
Actually, our friend Brooklyn. Hi, Brooklyn. Brooklyn and Betsy. Betsy was, and when Betsy passed away, Brooklyn stepped up and became an adventurer, which is amazing at age 12.
Wow, yeah. That's awesome.
Yes.
I was just hearing about the older cats.
Exactly. Yeah. That's so amazing.
Yeah. She didn't seem to be interested, but she's gotten calmer as time goes on.
Yeah.
And then one of our favorites is Russ, who is kind of like who we look to see the things that he can accomplish are very inspirational to us. So he was with us last Sunday. So he's amazing. He can do tricks. He can play dead.
Oh,
bang, and he'll play dead. So we're asking how she trained him to do that.
Very cool.
But he's traveled many times on airplanes and gone to all different cities, meeting up with different cats. So he's kind of like my hero in terms of what we would like Mochi to be able to do.
We'll do that. We'll do some traveling too after the pandemic, hopefully.
Yeah. We did a couple of car trips already with him.
He's doing great.
A few hours at a time. He's been great. He stayed in a hotel twice. Amazing. Did so well, which was another concern for me. It's a different environment. Would he freak out? It was totally fine.
Yeah.
I recently retired, so we're hoping she can retire in 3 years, and I'm hoping to rent an RV, and hopefully maybe 4 more people want to join us. My plan would be driving across Canada and then driving across the United States.
And meet up
with all our kitty friends along the ways would be so cool.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Definitely let me know if you make it down to Georgia.
Definitely. That would be cool. I want to meet all 7 of them.
Yeah, come on. You know who did just meet all 7 of them? Actually, 2 people that are here tonight.
Oh,
Robin and Sonia of Percy the Explorer Cat and Robin's Nest Atlanta. They were just at my house 2 weekends ago and got to meet the whole gang.
Nice. Did they bring the kitty too?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Isn't it the best?
It is. We went on a canoe. My husband and I have a canoe. It will fit 3 people. And so the 3 of us went out and took the cats on the canoe. It was pretty fun. Yeah.
Perfect. Actually, it's funny. We look back. It feels like the last 3, 4, 5 years of vacation, whole plan around meeting cats.
Yeah.
I tell you, people live in very cool places that have cat.
Hey, listen,
adventures.
because of Instagram, we met people from Ottawa. It's become our favorite. Ottawa,
The
Canada,
Netherlands.
the Netherlands. Yep.
Mhm.
Montreal, Quebec City.
Mhm.
Awesome city to visit. And 2 years ago, where did we go? Nashville and Asheville, right?
Yeah,
So we met 3 cats on that trip. That was awesome.
yeah, that was great.
Yeah. Well, I'm reading through the comments, and we have some mostly more remote explorers, but people wanting to be able to take their cats in the city. Sonia says that Percy doesn't mind the noise, but it's the people that bother him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Do you guys have any tips for introducing cats to like people? Is Mochi was just automatically comfortable with it, or?
He's so easygoing. He wants to kiss you first. People, cats, dogs. So no issue there. But if I would say if that bothers him, I would put a sign on a stroller that do not touch or something, you know.
Because sometimes people don't respect boundaries, so you have to be careful with
Exactly.
that. We did have just one odd experience where we still don't know what it was, whether it was the woman's voice, a smell on her. The only time he freaked out and he just bolted. And thankfully, there was no car in the street, and she held on to the leash.
I would not let
go. It was a
go.
full-scale freak out. So ever since then, I've been very cautious.
Oh, yeah.
To see what his reaction is, and for the most part, he's pretty neutral. He doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't care.
Like I said, he just want to kiss you first.
He's a lover.
He wants to kiss the dog. He wants to kiss the cats. He wants to kiss everybody. People.
Such a sweet boy. I want a Mochi kiss.
Oh my God.
He's a really sweet boy.
I don't know. At 4 a.m. I didn't like it.
So you mentioned dogs. So do you guys run into dogs a lot on your more urban adventures? And, you know, how do you deal with those, I guess? Or, you know,
so far, I'm closing the stroller if I see dogs coming. We got attacked once a while ago.
Oh.
But mostly if I see dogs now, I just close the stroller.
Yeah.
This way, we don't have to worry about anything. But usually it's the dogs. They want to play with him. Actually, a friend of ours, Parker.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. It's so funny.
He was totally calm.
He loves dogs.
She tried every angle to get near his face to kiss him. And he just was looking around like nothing was happening.
It's like, oh, you're under me.
I just find it interesting, though, people that do approach us, if they're walking a dog or playing with their dog, they often say, my dog has never seen a cat, or my cat loves cats, but our cat doesn't love him. So, you know, they kind of give you the he's scratching the rundown of their dog's comfort level, which is helpful too. But, you know, we just always act cautiously, just like we would as humans, you know, to not know what that dog is like till we get a better feel for it.
Yeah, and like you said, like you mentioned the sort of freak encounter with Mochi where that lady scared him and you don't even know why. Like I had an instance like that, similar with Kylo. He'd never minded dogs before. And I mean, we used to have a dog. When my parents come and visit, they always bring their dog. Like it's never been a problem. And we were out on a hiking trail one day, and a dog came and didn't even wasn't close enough to touch. And it was a little dog and friendly. It was just like coming up like, oh, hey, a new friend. And Kylo, something about that dog, he had never freaked out before. He lost it. And,
wow.
And completely freaked out, was like jumping up and trying to get out of his harness. And I was having to like grab him to the ground to keep him from getting out, because I was afraid, like he was so freaked out, he was just like going to take off, you know?
Jeez.
And I got scratched up and bitten, and it was pretty bad, and it was traumatic enough for him that we sort of had to start reacclimating him to hiking again, because we would take him out after that, and he was like nervous looking around, like, where's the dog? And now he's scared of dogs. So it's you never know like what kind of weird thing can set them off, because before that he had always been fine.
We started carrying a personal alarm if I go in the woods with him, because a lot of people don't keep a leash on their dog, even though they're supposed to. So I carry a personal alarm, and hopefully if they attack us, I'm just going to pull the thing. So maybe that would help, because I was thinking about bringing some kind of spray, some vinegar spray or something.
But that's more practical, just something to
Right. But anything to protect
scare them.
yourself, because that one time was very, very frightening. It was a big, big dog.
Yeah, I imagine. That's so scary. I just wish people would be more considerate and keep their dogs on their leashes.
Just for people too. There's children. There's all kind of situations.
Exactly.
Dog.
This lady be walking by. Oh, by the way, my dog is back there, way, way, way back there, coming up by himself. That's just crazy.
Yep.
Not cool.
So one thing about city life we haven't talked about yet is public transportation. Has Mochi ever gone on any public transportation, like the subway or even like an Uber or taxi or anything like that?
We've been on boats. Which boat did he go on to?
He went on a canoe.
He went on a canoe. Public transportation, we're not a fan of public transportation.
Right now, just because of what's going on now, there hasn't been much of that for us at all. We're trying to take a car wherever.
Yeah.
But that is definitely something that will have to happen as we travel, because, to get from place
if we're
to
out
place,
of town, we're in Canada, we're taking subways and stuff. But if it's just in New York City, subway's a real pain with a stroller.
Yeah.
I imagine. So how do you guys get around the city?
We drive.
We drive to
your own car.
one place, and then, we'll move around.
Yes.
And we carry
or we'll bring our bicycle. Sometime we just use our bike to, get around.
Yeah.
Yeah, or walk. But, we have the stroller in the car, and then the backpack too. So it's not a stroller situation. Awesome. The backpack comes out. Just as long as he has that safe space to go to.
Yeah, absolutely. Backpacks are lifesavers. And anybody watching, if you follow us on Instagram, KittyCatGO Adventures, if you visit our bio link, I have a link to our ultimate backpack training guide. So if your cat is not already backpack trained, you can check out that link, and I've got everything about backpacks. So check it out.
Cool. Very cool.
So what is or maybe what is Mochi's favorite place in New York City to visit?
I say the Bow Bridge.
Yeah, I think it places where he can just relax, and
it's a very wide bridge where he can sit, and there's a lot of action going on, a lot of rowboats, people are rowing their boats. So, and then a lot of birds in that area too. So they are very entertained, definitely sitting there.
Yeah, that sounds so peaceful, and that's in Central Park, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the pictures you guys post of him on that bridge just always looks so serene. It doesn't look like it's in the middle of a city.
No, the only reason is when you see the buildings on the edge, but otherwise it's pretty quiet. And we started exploring a different part that we actually had never been in, because Janet's taken up more birding and bird photography. So that's extremely peaceful. We don't even know where we are when we're in there.
Exactly.
It's so confusing.
It's so huge.
So that's a good place for him.
Yeah. So Stephanie wants to know what Mochi thinks about the boats.
He was calm. He slept the whole time.
Yeah. He actually, after a few minutes, he just stayed in his knapsack and slept.
He just went to sleep. We slept for like 2.5 hours.
Yeah. It was like an early morning paddle. And so he was, his morning nap was interrupted. So he was just very happy. It's very soothing. And we took him out to look a little bit and look at the water, and he was totally
didn't mind the water at all.
Didn't mind at all.
Actually, he loves water.
Oh, that's cool. Has he ever gotten in the water?
No, it's the water. No, we actually don't like the water.
It was at that time it was a lake, and I always have heard there may be things in there that are not good for your pets.
Exactly.
So there is a beach that we go to that's starting October 1st. Pets can go, so we might, and it's ocean, so we might try that out a little bit.
Right.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we've been to the beach with Kylo and Griffin. Actually, we took to the beach last year, and they liked hanging out on the beach, like in the sand. They didn't like getting up close to the water. I think the waves were
that's very scary
too for their ears. That's why this place is good. It's almost like a bay, so there's really no waves.
No waves, no sound, no.
And the water is like
a lot of
few
birds.
inches deep in most places.
Exactly.
So
Yeah. That sounds
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he actually likes the beach a lot.
Yep.
He was very calm there.
We've taken him just to the sand part of it. He was fine.
Yep.
One beach had a tree he climbed, remember?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Man, he gets to go so many cool places. Like I want to be Mochi.
We get that a lot. We hear that a lot. This cat has a better life.
He has a better life than my childhood.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, we know he's spoiled. We know he's very fortunate because we know the things we get to do are very lucky, especially people that do live in cities. You know, in the last year and a half, it's been difficult, and we're in an area where we have enough space to go outside all the time and not really run into people. So
Exactly.
it's a pretty nice life, especially for him.
It sure is.
Yeah. So do you get a lot of like people that are excited when they see you out in the park? Like, oh my gosh, it's
I usually get the progression. I thought it was a baby. I thought it was a dog. Now I see it's a cat. That's really
What
cool.
kind of dog is that? Over the weekend, we met a bunch of NYPD.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so one of the young cop was actually holding him. That picture was so sweet.
Yeah.
The way the cop looked at him, he's like holding a baby, just so lovingly.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Pretty cool.
That was very, very cool.
Did you post it on your Instagram?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to check it out. I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh yeah, I'll repost it again. It was just when was it? Sunday? Yeah, just Sunday.
It was really nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Very, very cool.
Yeah, most people are pretty excited. They want to take pictures. They learn about his Instagram account. Because it's still for most people a novelty. I feel like, it's become a more common thing, but still, even in New York, most people have not seen. And then when they found out there were 3 cats there, wow! Then it was really like, oh, I see another one. Wait, there's one more. There's one more in the show. Oh my God, 3 cats! They get so excited, and then they, Janet always points out to me that it really helps people open up to you. They'll tell you stories about their pets.
I tell you,
they lost.
Anybody who's single, go out there with your cat, put them in a stroller. If you can, dress alike. It gets a lot of attention. People come to you. People open up. People all of a sudden, spilling their guts to you. It's like amazing.
A therapy. We should have them be that kind of therapy.
Exactly.
Not go to a nursing home, but be therapy for people.
It's so true. It's we met so many people.
Yeah, we'll listen to your problems for 5 treats or something.
That's so awesome and so true. Who needs dating apps, right? Just go out with your pet.
Yep, it's true.
It's like you go to Home Depot, the guys talk to you. It's like, oh my God, can we hold your cat?
Early men want to talk to you about cats.
That's funny.
Yep. Actually, I went to Trader Joe with him a couple of weeks ago. After we went to the trail, and I have him with me in a cart, and the lady peeked in. He's like, oh, it's a cat. I said, yeah. She's like, oh, no problem.
Yeah, we kind of sneak
That's so cool. He's the first.
knapsack in a lot of times.
That's funny. I've done that a couple of times, like going in stores, that aren't technically pet friendly, and you just say like, put him in the backpack and shh, don't make a sound,
right?
And hopes.
And he stays quiet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sophie has meowed before, and then someone will, look over, and I'm just like, I don't know.
You're hearing voices.
There was one restaurant on our trip to Vermont. That's the only place. Every time the waitress come, can we get you anything? He was like, meow. Otherwise, stay very quiet.
Yeah,
that's funny.
I know, it's so funny.
Yeah.
Yes, I want a tunatini.
Does Mochi do a lot of walking on his leash, like around the city, or is it mostly stroller and backpack riding?
Because of the pandemic, we're not letting him walk. Just because, don't know what kind of germs on the ground.
Yeah, that's true.
So we're being very, very careful right now.
Mm-hmm.
But he will.
Yeah. And also that incident where he freaked out, just that the harness held, which was good, but I want to minimize the time that he's exposed, especially somewhere where there's a lot of sudden noises.
When there's a lot of cars, I won't. But in the trail, I'll let him walk. When the winter time comes, we'll do that.
Yeah.
If we go to Vermont again, we tend to hike there's a little mountain trail behind our hotel that is so beautiful, and it's very easy walking. And if, when we go back, we'll let him hike on that mountain.
Yeah, when the weather's cold and there's no ticks.
Exactly.
That's a perfect place.
Ticks is
It's
very,
quiet.
very scary.
Yeah.
But he wants to walk. He'll try to get out and go on the ground. And so I think he'll be really good at it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
A little natural adventurer. Well, that's about it for my questions. For you guys that are watching, either live with us tonight or on the replay, if you have any questions for Janet and Suzanne, drop them in the comments, and we'll be sure to talk about it. But otherwise, we'll start wrapping things up. If you guys want to follow Mochi's amazing adventures, I'm about to drop the link to his Instagram in the comments. You can find him at sweet_foodie_Mochi. And actually, in the little ticker thing across the bottom of the screen, it has his Instagram handle too. So definitely give him a follow, because he has the cutest pictures and the funnest adventures, as you can tell.
He's a very busy guy.
Yes, he is. So Janet and Suzanne, thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your evening to be with us tonight and share about Mochi and all of your amazing urban adventures. I hope it will inspire some people to get out and try more urban adventuring. I know I'm working on that myself with Kylo. So.
It's just so much more fun with them, isn't it?
It is. I really wish you'd get more comfortable with it. He's making progress. I've been taking him like in his backpack and eating at restaurant patios downtown. And I mean, we don't live in a big city, but our downtown, has traffic and people and enough to get him acclimated. And he used to just like stay hunkered down in his backpack. Now he'll get to where he's like popping his head out, like,
where's my appetizer?
What's going on? So that's progress, fun. Slowly but surely.
He just wants to say goodbye.
Oh, there he is. The man.
Hello,
Mochi. He's so cute.
Thank you.
Where's your shirt? What happened to your shirt? You took it off yourself?
He's a Houdini with clothes, though.
Oh, he's so stylish, too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Say hello.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy. Where's Sophie?
That's a good question. I do have I have one kitty who's been standing behind my computer all night.
Excellent.
And it looks like Mochi.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Why
that could be your twin.
It's your twin.
I'm seeing double.
Yeah, this is Samson. He's 9.
Oh, he's beautiful.
It looks like a kitten.
He is not an adventurer.
That's okay. Some people like to hang out at home.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, he's a sweet, sweet mama's boy, but he does not like to go outside.
That's totally
sweet.
Fine. It's not for everybody, right, bud?
You see him?
It's not.
Look how cute he is. You see him? He's looking. He's looking.
Well, thank you guys again.
Sure. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, so that's it, everybody. If you have any more questions or want to continue any conversations, be sure to join our Facebook group, KittyCatGO Adventure Team. You can also catch our next episode of KittyCatGO Live, which will be Wednesday, October 13th at 8 p.m. Our guest will be Ingrid Johnson, who is a cat behaviorist, and she's going to be talking about how to introduce your cat to new situations, new people, and also recognizing your cat's body language, so that way you can better recognize it when they're scared or nervous, happy, all that kind of stuff. It should be a really interesting chat, so go ahead and mark your calendars. So that'll be a good one. And I guess that's it. So thanks again. I hope you guys learned something, and we'll see you on the trail.
Take your cats out.
Yes.